Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Box Office Receipts for the weekend of July 5th, 2019. I'm your host, Tyler Callahan, and boy, do we have a lot to go through. So let's start out with the weekend top 5. Now, just a heads up, a lot of tracking sites have been doing 6-day numbers to account for the 4th of July weekend, but I will just keep it simple here with the regular 3-day. In first place is Spider-Man Far From Home with 93.6 million. For an opening total of 185 million. In second place is Toy Story 4 with 34.3 million for a current total of 306.5 million. In third place is Yesterday with 10.7 million for a total of 36.8 million. In fourth place is Annabelle Comes Home with 9.7 million for a total of 50.1 million. Lastly, in fifth place is Aladdin with 7.6 million for a total of 320.7 million. So besides the first two, I was completely wrong this weekend. I thought Midsommar would do a bit better, but it did not. Yesterday held on surprisingly well, and I'm an idiot for doubting Aladdin. But anyway, let's talk about some movies. Spider-Man opened up before the holiday, and has killed it so far with 185 million done in less than a week. With a great word of mouth and reviews, it is on track to at least end up over 350 million domestic, but I'm thinking close at 400 million. Toy Story 4 continues to do well as it marches toward 400 million domestic, which it should do within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, to be the highest grossing Toy Story movie domestically, it will need to pass Toy Story 3, which is at 415 million, so it'll be real close, but I think it'll do it. At this point, with 306 million in the bank, it only needs 109 million to edge it out, which I think it can get over the rest of the summer. Now let's go over some international numbers. Spider-Man Far From Home has made 395 million internationally for its opening week, giving it a 580 million worldwide opening week. This is now on track to pass 1 billion, making it the first Spider-Man movie to do so. The closest the superhero got was with Spider-Man 3 at 890 million back in 2007. For all the crap the movie got, for people who don't remember, this was a big movie back when it was released. The hype was there, and we still remember the movie, but for different reasons now. Toy Story 4 is at 343 million internationally for a worldwide total of 649.9 million. Another movie that is on track to pass 1 billion. Just like its domestic numbers, to be number one worldwide, Toy Story 4 will have to pass Toy Story 3, which is at 1.06 billion. So again, it will be close, but I think it can do it. Yesterday is starting to make more money overseas with 20.1 million internationally for a worldwide total of 56.9 million. Off a budget of 26 million, this looks like it'll be a moderate success for Danny Boyle and Universal. Annabelle Comes Home is at 84.6 million for a worldwide total of 134.7 million, which, while it sounds good, is the lowest for the Conjuring franchise yet and has to hit a minimum of 258 million to not be in last place. That seems unlikely. Still, assuming this is cheaply made, then Warner Brothers still has a small hit on their hand. Looking at other movies, Aladdin has passed 900 million, with it now at 921.6 million. This really could hit 1 billion. It's a welcome surprise for Disney after Dumbo underperformed. The Secret Life of Pets 2 seems to have tapped out at around 262 million worldwide. It may inch closer to 300, but that will be the most it gets. Definitely not a good summer for Illumination. So this week we got 2 new movies coming out. Thriller horror movie called Crawl and comedy Stuber. Stuber seems to be getting some good press for a while, and if the reviews reflect that, expect this to do well. Crawl, on the other hand, I have not seen a lot of promotion for myself, but a film like this will find its audience. I'm not going to ignore that. My predictions for the weekend top 5 is, in first place, again, Spider-Man Far From Home. Second place, Stuber. Third place, Toy Story 4. Fourth place, Crawl. And lastly, fifth place, Yesterday. Personally, I think it'll be very close between Stuber and Toy Story 4. I feel though they could switch back and forth, maybe even Crawl. If it really gets good reviews, that could get close as well. But what do you think? Let me know on Instagram at Tyler Callahan Media and on Twitter at Tyler Callahan 95. As always, thank you for listening and see you next week.